What's going on, everybody? Patriot Stacker here. Today we have 4 wheat penny rolls. These are from eBay. I paid $8 a piece for them. They have BU, Brilliant Uncirculated Wheat Cent Enders, as well as Indian Head Penny Enders. So I kind of peeked at them, and it looks like they're all 1900s, like early 1900s Indian heads, no 1800s, and looks like 50s BU wheat cents on the other side. So we're going to open these up and see what we get. You know, it's always fun to do these eBay, unsearched wheat penny rolls. Typically, they're put together by somebody, so they'll have probably like one early date, 1 or 2 from the 20s, a couple from the 30s, and a bunch from the 40s and 50s. But, they're fun to open up and see what you get. You never know. The last time we did this, if you haven't watched that video yet, click the link down below. We found flying eagles in some of these eBay rolls. So that was amazing. And, they did say that you might be able to find flying eagles in those other rolls. They did not specify anything about these rolls besides the Enders, the Indian Head and the Brilliant Uncirculated coin. But it'll be fun to search through and see what we get. So we'll do a live opening for each of them, and then I'll kind of go through and we'll do a recap after every roll. So stay tuned. All right, so we got roll number 1 here. We're going to start to peel this one open and see what we get. We do know that we have the Enders, so that's always fun. But sometimes you'll find like some steel cents or, maybe something else cool. Oh, look. If you can see there, if I don't make a mess of this first, we actually have, looks like we have 3 steel cents. Maybe it's a PD and S. That'd be kind of cool. All right, I lost a couple pennies here. I'm just going to go ahead, dump it out. There's a couple good-looking ones. Let's see. This is a nice one. A 1955D. That's a nice uncirculated looking coin, maybe AU. And we have our BU. That is a 1956 Denver. Something about a Brilliant Uncirculated Wheat Cent is just awesome. I love the look. Here's another really good looking one here. Probably another 50s. Yeah, 1958, last year of the wheat cents. So we'll take a look at the Ender here, which is the Indian Head penny. And we got a 1906. The Liberty in the headband is pretty worn off, but it's not in horrible condition. Oh, of course we have some damage on this side. We have some nice gouges in there. But what are you going to do? Got another Indian Head to throw in the collection. We got a 1943 steel cent out of Philly. They're always so cool to have. Let's see, did we get a mint mark? And no mint mark. A 1943 Philly once again. How about a mint mark on this one? No. No problem. All right, so I'm going to go through these real quick, and I'll be right back with a quick recap. All right, so this wasn't, a terrible roll. So we got the 3 steel cents, all 43 Ps. We got the Indian Head, we got the Brilliant Uncirculated 50s wheat cent, and 2 better looking 50s wheat cents. So we know that. And then in the roll, out of the regular circulated cents, we have 4 from the 30s with P, or no mint mark, plain dates, Philadelphia's. The earliest date we have in the whole roll was a 1930 Philadelphia, as well as a 1930 Denver. So those were the 2 earliest dates. So we have 5 from the 30s. With the 40s, we had 2 plain dates, a couple D mint marks, and actually a handful with S mint marks. So it's always nice to have some San Francisco minted wheats. And then out of the 50s, we got only 1 Philadelphia minted. We got a whole stack of Denver minted. And we got, 3 here from San Francisco. And they also had a 1959. Not in horrible shape. And of course, that is the first year of Lincoln Memorial. So I'm not sure if that was a mistake or they meant to do that, but I do hold on to 1959s anyway. So pretty good variety here. You know, some Steel Sense Indian, brilliant uncirculated, you know, some better looking ones, and a nice little variety. We didn't get anything from the early dates, 1909 through 19, you know, in the teens. We didn't get anything from the 20s, but we got a couple from the 30s and a bunch from the 40s and 50s. So not a terrible roll, but could have used a little bit earlier dates. That would have been a little nicer, but I'm not mad. You know, some cool stuff here. So let's bust open this next roll and see what we get. All right, so we got roll number 2. We'll open this up here and see what we get. At a first glance, anything pops out at us. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a similar roll to what we just did, but hopefully there's a little bit different variety in here. So, of course, we got the first one, the Ender. It is an Indian head penny here. No damage on this one, so that's not too bad. That's pretty nice looking coin here. And you can read Liberty, very nice as well. So this is a good looking coin here, 1906. Same date, but much better condition. So that's pretty cool. We also have the BU 1956D. Nothing like a brilliant uncirculated as I drop everything, you know. But we have a nice, beautiful, beautiful wheat cent there. And like before, we had 3 steel cents. And nothing else really stands out right now, so we'll go through those in just a moment. But let's see if we got any mint marks on these steel cents. 43 plain date. 43 plain. And once again, 43 Philadelphia. Whatever, no problem. We got 6 steel pennies, 2 Indian heads, 2 BUs, and some other cool stuff. So let's go in, check out all the coins in here, and I'll be back with a quick recap. All right, so roll number 2 was very similar to roll number 1. You know, as expected, the earliest coin in that roll was a 1934 minted in Philly. So, like roll number 1, we had a bunch of San Francisco minted in the 40s and a lot of Denver minted in the 50s. We still only have 1 Philadelphia minted from the 50s, a couple San Francisco, and a couple Philadelphia minted 40s and Denver minted 40s, Philadelphia minted 30s, and Denver minted 30s. So, no San Francisco minted 30s coins yet, no 20s coins or teens coins. But we did get another BU wheat cent. We did get 1 or 2 more better looking 50s cents there. And of course the 3 other steel cents, all minted in Philly. So let's check out roll number 3 and see how similar it is to the first 2 rolls. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more variety. Let's see. Okay, so I did open the roll off camera, but before we get to searching that, let's just take a look at the Indian head cent. Another 1906. And this one is kind of slick. And also, no damage on this one, but not as nice as the one we got before. So we got 2 that are kind of rough and 1 better looking Indian head cent. And let's see, is this another 1956 Denver? We got a 1955 Denver. Not too bad. We'll check that for any varieties. But it's a beautiful, brilliant, uncirculated wheat cent. And of course, we got the steel cents again. And they're all plain dates again. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, wow, no. We finally got a mint mark on one of the steel cents. We got a 1943. And that's a San Francisco. Finally, you know, a little variety. Something different than the other rolls. So that's our first steel cent with a mint mark, San Francisco minted, and another 43 Philly. So not too bad. Got a bunch of steel cents. Finally got one with a mint mark, and we got some coins here. I mean, there's, you know, let's look real quick. We got a 1937 Philly. We got one with some damage. Maybe it's earlier. If I can hold it, let's see. Just a 1939 with, that's all types of damage going on here. That one got shot or something. Another 37. Oh, wow. So a couple earlier dates. A 38 Philly. A 34 Denver. So seems like a little bit more 30s in here. 48S. A lot of 40s San Francisco minted. A 53 San Francisco. I figured we'd just take a look at most of this roll here, live on the camera. 47S. 1950S. 52S. 52D. 1944 Philly. A 1945S in not too bad a shape. That's a good looking coin there. A 55D. A 54 San Francisco. A 56 Denver. Another 56 Denver. A 49 San Francisco. 57 Denver. 58 Denver. All right, I'm going to search the rest of these real quick and we'll do a quick recap. Stay tuned. All right, roll number 3. Once again, similar to the other two rolls, heavy on the 1940s minted in San Francisco and very heavy on the 1950s minted in Denver. We did get a couple more San Francisco minted 50s, a couple more Denver and Philly minted 40s, and like you saw in the last clip, we did get a couple 1930s minted in Philly. We got a couple nicer looking coins. This 45S, not too bad a shape. Kind of some nice luster going on. We have the last roll. So we got an Indian, we got a BU wheat cent. I'm sure we're going to get 3 steel cents. Let's see what else we get. You know, let's just open it real quick here while we have the camera rolling, and we'll see what we get. So here we have our brilliant uncirculated coin. And what will the year on this be? I don't want to smudge it up too much. A 1956 Denver. But still a beautiful looking coin. I'm glad they don't have any kind of like weird spots or damage or anything like that. Sometimes you do see those on uncirculated coins. And we also have, let's see here, our Indian head cent. Is it going to be another 1906? No, a 1903. Finally, something different with the Indian head pennies. Not in terrible shape, but pretty slick as well. You see a little tiny bit of that Liberty in the headband. But I'm not going to say no to another Indian head penny. And of course, we got 3 steel cents. So let me set this down. We'll hunt that in just a moment. But let's just double check for any mint marks. We got a 43 Philly. A 1943 Philly again. And another 1943 Philly. All right, so we got a bunch of Philadelphia minted steel cents. We did get that one minted in San Francisco, but we are going to search through these here, and I'll be back with another recap, and then we'll talk about the 4 rolls all together. Stay tuned. All right, so I went through the last roll, roll number 4. The earliest coin we got in there was a 1930 Philadelphia, which I think we had a couple of those in the previous rolls. We added a lot of, or a handful more of San Francisco minted 1940s. We did add a lot more Philadelphia minted 1940s, but that roll was very heavy on the 50s Denver minted. We did get one more Philadelphia minted, only 2 1950s minted in Philly, which is nice for me because up here in the Northeast, that's all I get. And it's nice to get some Denver and a handful of San Francisco minted, even if they are from the 50s or 40s. But not a bad couple rolls. It could have used a little bit more variety. We didn't get anything from early dates, any early 1900s, teens, or 20s. You know, we only got one mint mark on the steel cents, and we did get one Lincoln Memorial, even though it wasn't 1959. But, you know, it's kind of an interesting couple rolls. Nothing to, to write home about. Nothing to brag about. We did get a couple nice BU wheat cents and a couple other better condition wheat cents as well. We got those Indian heads and the steel cents. So, it was a lot of fun. It's always fun to search through wheat penny rolls. It's fun to coin roll hunt in general. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun for me. And it's cool to, just to see the different dates and, and search for any kind of cool, key dates, semi-key dates, better dates in general. So, a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed checking out these couple eBay wheat cent rolls. They were $8 a piece, free shipping. So I bought a couple, not too bad. It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed what you saw. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos about coin roll hunting, precious metals, silver stacking, coin collecting, all that fun stuff. Ring that notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And as always, have a great day.